Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. Make sure that you press the like button, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, because we have something really interesting to talk about today. So, about 4 days ago, I made a video talking about the correlation between XRP and Doge, and a lot of you guys were laughing, and we were all talking a little bit like, we wouldn't want this to happen because of yada yada yada. It would just basically not be good to follow a meme coin. Well, turns out the whole Doge XRP correlation was a lot more interesting than we actually anticipated and quite a lot more realistic. Let me show you guys why. So this is what was drawn just a couple of days ago. I think like 3 days ago. 3 days ago. I don't know. We covered it instantly in a video, and I actually believe there's one other person who talked about this like a couple of days even earlier. And there's also a couple of these correlation pieces written in 2019. If you wanted to know, there's a couple ones over on TradingView. You can find them if you type in XRP Doge. Just for a quick, so you guys can see what I'm trying to say here. If you type in XRP Doge, you'll find here one correlation chart, for example, of 2019. And so, point being, Doge and XRP have had a correlation for a very long while, and at multiple time frames have people noticed that. Now, once more, I kind of disregarded this whole correlation ordeal mostly because, well, you can find similarities for a good chunk of the road to time. Doesn't mean anything in the same fashion is going to happen again, right? History doesn't have to repeat itself in the exact same way. Another point there being that everything that happened to Doge, I would say, is mostly related to Elon Musk and what he was doing here with pumping up Doge, basically, the whole movement. Now, what I've noticed, though, is that if you take a little bit of a look at what happened in the Doge price, you can see, okay, we hit a pretty interesting tip and then corrected. But if you start to really look at the percentage correction, right, and there's been a couple YouTubers who talked about this. We talked about this before, I think 3 or 4 days ago as well. Look at that. We went down about 54, I think it was like 56 if you look at it really properly, about 56% in terms of a correction. Let's say it's 52 at least, right? You guys can see it all. Well, so with XRP, that would place it at about, let's say this area right here, at about 87 cents if we were to follow it along. So let's see, all right? This is again up till last week. Let's play it out. Let's see where the price went to. Ooh, okay, XRP dumped. Ooh, but where did it went to? Well, it went to, as you can clearly see, right around 85 cents. About a 58-ish% correction or so. But again, it does really quite interestingly enough, follow the pattern here. And that was something I was really confused with, in the sense that a whole meme coin like that, which we don't want to have a big correlation with, purely because following a meme coin is never really nice. And by the way, this time frame, of course, has been kind of readjusted to make sure it matches up basically with this one, right? Again, there's been some adjustments in this one in terms of sizing. It's not the same size, because of course, otherwise this one would be 6 weeks into the future, right? Or 10 weeks, for example. That's not possible. However, following this Doge analysis, we'd have to go down for the next like 3 weeks or so in the middle here. So we basically have maybe 1.5 more week of downfall before coming back up. And actually, and that's where things get interesting, have a phenomenal 1,200% rise. About 1,300% even. And then again, a little bit of a correction of about, let's see here, 59% or so. And then again, another interesting 600 at least percent rise. At least. That to me is really freaking interesting. Now, there was actually some different numbers last time we checked. I mean, maybe we actually checked from the bottom. Let me quickly see here. So from the bottom to the top, that's about, again, another 1,200%, I'm thinking. Yeah, about 1,000, 1,100% or so if you're checking the bottom here, for example. Or even the bottom of the bottom after the correction. Let's quickly check that. That would be about a 1,600% gain. And from this bottom, let's quickly see as well. From the bottom to the first top, that would be about 1,271%. Wow. So for XRP, let's say we just made our bottom right now. That would be 1,271% as first. Right there, about $11.66. Again, we'd have to come down about 50 or so percent again, which is what it basically did, right? Something like that, 60%. No, actually, it went here. It went up to around this area. Let's quickly check it out. Can we press shift? For some reason, we cannot see this. I'm trying to press shift to get the numbers here, but it's not working for some reason. Okay, let me quickly refresh this one. So yeah, if you just kind of compare that with XRP right now and the way it's going, it really gets quite interesting. So let's quickly try to compare that. There we go. It went down about 58% before coming back up. Boom, about 1,100. So again, if we were to take this rise of about 1,200% to about $11.50, we'd have to go down about 50% to right around, let's say, $5 something. And then again, another at least 1,000% rise, right? These are the ranges if we were to follow along with this, which can happen in the span of, let's see here, 13 weeks. That gets interesting, right? 3 months or so. If you start to think about it like that, it's like, is it really worth it to sell your whole position if this is probable? And that's, again, guys, the analogy of my roulette bet, which I usually put up. It's like, do you want to give it all up? Do you want to give all these chances up purely because you're too afraid to try? Like, you're going to give up the 80% chance of going times 10, for example, for the 22% chance to go to 0. And really, what are the chances to go to 0? Almost non-existent. What are the chances of going lower than we are right now? Very high, right? But the chance of going to 0 is almost not there. So the only thing you're kind of wondering here is, when are we going to go to the level that we're talking about? But I keep telling people, the contrarian investing is the way to go about it. I buy the dip. I buy it every single time. And even today, intraday, right? From the lowest point to the highest point here, we've already gone up a whopping 30%, about 28 point something. And here on the XRP to BTC chart, we've actually, oh, sorry guys. Let me quickly grab the XRP to BTC chart here. If we can find it here. XRP to BTC throughout the day has gone up about freaking, that's not the bigger picture, guys. Let me quickly zoom out a little bit here. We went up from here to here, about 28.9% as well. That's actually really interesting how that is really moving along. But damn, guys, we went up like 30% or so throughout the night here. Is that not insane to think about how much we've gained just throughout this night here? Throughout the morning, could have gotten 30% gains in. It is freaking crazy to think about that. And I believe on Binance, on the XRP to USD pair is actually even more. I think there's like 35. This is a Binance chart. This is a Bitstamp chart. Binance, we went up, I think, like 35 or something like that. I need to, sorry guys, bigger picture. Here we go. Let's go for a 1 hour on Binance. That is about, let's quickly check it out, guys. Yeah, there we go. About 33 freaking percent throughout this day, right? That's the lowest point at about 4 a.m. last night or this night. And then again, my time. And the highest point at about 2 p.m., 2 p.m. Pooh, sheesh. Holy smokes, everybody. I keep telling you, it's a freaking game. They're trying to make you sell your coins, and it's working for a lot of people. I personally don't believe crypto is over just quite yet. We saw a little bit of a dump happening, but one of the most bullish signs, which I think is right around here, is that, first of all, nothing is really looking like the bull run is over in terms of momentum. I personally really disagree with all the people saying it's over in terms of momentum. I really firmly disagree. Right now, we again tip back at our level right here. We're retesting that a little bit, as you can clearly see. Again, coming back to this little area. We touched that right now on the Bitcoin pair. But one thing that's really important to understand about the Bitcoin pair, I believe right now, is the fact that Bitcoin went down, made a little bit of a bottom at around 4 a.m., where the majority of altcoins followed and made a bottom. And then right after that, Bitcoin fell even lower throughout the next 5 hours, while altcoins picked up the pace really quite heavily. Again, compare that for yourself here. This is the lowest point for Bitcoin on the XRP chart, and this is the actual lowest point on Bitcoin. Are you guys seeing that? So XRP here was making a bottom while Bitcoin was quote unquote bottoming out, but it went even lower. And even though Bitcoin went lower, the majority of altcoins were still going up. Because even here on VeChain, it made a bottom at around 4 a.m. And again, it went only up in the next couple of hours. That is extremely bullish for this whole altcoin season ordeal. And also I was thinking maybe Bitcoin, because of the whole Biden tax ordeal, right? Bitcoin was getting under 50%. They tried to hike it up again a little bit, but it was only temporary. And I still think Bitcoin dominance is going to be falling to the earlier levels at about 30 or so percent before we actually can call this whole altcoin season off. No, it's going to fall a little bit. It's going to fall. It's going to fall. It's going to fall. And it's just a matter of waiting, right? In my opinion, it is, because right now we could be in one of these slopes, for example. Here you can see, if you just compare it, this is literally maybe a hike that we're witnessing right now. It's a lot before the actual alt season has actually begun. I still do not think that alt season is actually completely here. Are we in an official altcoin season? Well, if you're just comparing it to alts are outperforming Bitcoin, then yeah. But is it really the explosive altcoin season that a lot of us have been waiting for? I personally do not believe so. We still do not have enough money in crypto just quite yet to actually call that true. There's no freaking... We're not even talking trillions of dollars here. If we still, again, compare to the complete altcoin market cap here, freaking the highest it ever went to was just above $1 trillion. For a little split second, we hit just above $1 trillion. Nah, we still have a lot of expanding to do, guys, and I still firmly believe that alts are going to be overtaking so much more of Bitcoin's capital, and that is, again, what we're going to call it real altcoin season, when this dominance is under, I'm going to say, at least 45% or so. Hopefully even about 30-something% that we're going to be seeing within this run. Again, here in the middle is when XRP hit its highest point ever, where it had about 15% dominance or so. Right now it has about 3%, so it still has to grow 5 times in comparison to Bitcoin, which I still think is going to be coming. It's a waiting game, guys. It might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, it might not be next week that we're going to be going full on surge mode, but I am definitely buying the dips. I'm definitely not scared, and I'm really comfortable. In the end, though, guys, it's not financial advice, and if you're looking for a platform to trade on, basically both ways, I'm going to be making a video on this platform really soon here to explain to you guys, because I get a lot of questions about how Bybit exactly works. But as I just said, I'll be making a video. Oh, I logged out by accident. I'll be making a video on exactly how Bybit works and what I do on here to trade. Basically, it's a way where you can make money whether or not the price goes up or down if you know what you're doing. Right, and that's, again, the cool part about leverage trading. Right now, there's a $1,610 bonus if you use the link down below. Go check it out, and I'll see you guys again in another crypto update.